Hi there, welcome back to the dojo. I'm Russ Leach, I am the comic book black belt, and this is another video in the series, in my series of me following, cataloguing the production for my book, Only Death Can Save Us. This is me inking Dee, the main character, over my pencils on my cover. The cover is the same cover that you would have seen if you've seen the 8-page preview for the book. It may well end up being the final cover for the book. I'm not 100% sure at the moment. I may come up with something else, maybe something a bit more ethereal. I don't know, but at the moment I'm kind of liking it because it's representing quite well what I've done internally. As in, it's very Bronze Agey, it's very action orientated, it's fun, it's colourful, and that's the story I'm producing, that's the artwork I'm producing, and hopefully that's the market I'm going to be enticing in to buy the book. It's one shot length, so it's 60 pages, but it is hopefully going to be the first of many issues. So each one of them will be like a 60-page one-shot. So there'll be like they won't be a graphic novel per se. What I'd really like to do is then collect them at some point in the future and maybe do a black and white only version of it. But that's a way down the road, as it were. So here's me inking. At the end of the video, I'll just whip through the pencils, inks, and colours together so you can see the whole lot together. But the sped up screen capture that you're seeing at the moment is just me whipping through and inking up Dee. I suppose a few words on how important it is to have the right cover. I mean, that sounds obvious, doesn't it? You must have a good cover, but it doesn't seem to be that obvious in so many ways for so many books that I see these days, especially from the main publishers, the main two publishers. Some of them can be quite dull. They certainly don't always speak of the or convey the story that's going to be going on inside the book. Sometimes the covers are just immeasurably superior to the internal artwork. I think it's very important. This is a personal opinion. I can understand why you get cover artists in, but personally I really like to see the internal artists produce the cover art as well, so that on the shelf I can see exactly what I'm going to get. Again, that's a personal opinion. I do understand why there might be reasons why you would get cover artists in, and that's fair enough, but it's just not something I particularly like. So, you know, obviously I'm producing my own covers, I'm producing everything in this, and what I'm hoping to do is, as I was just alluding to there, is that I'm conveying the content of my book via the cover. So when I say it's important to have the right cover, that isn't just an obvious statement. I don't think it is an obvious statement for lots of different reasons, because there do seem to be many examples out there of when the cover isn't conveying what's inside the book, and it isn't jumping out enough for you to want to pick it up anyway. So as much as it seems like such an obvious statement to say your cover must be a good cover, it must stand out and it must convey what's in the book, doesn't seem to me that that's actually being recognized all that much at the moment. So what I wanted to do with my cover, obviously this is not a monthly or a weekly book. This is a one-shot, hopefully part of, or one-shot size, 60 pages, part of hopefully a series of books. But I still wanted to have that kind of monthly Bronze Age Marvel cover to it, where action is taking place. I've even thought about putting text, speech bubbles on there as well, but I pulled myself back from that. But I wanted to have that kind of actiony sort of, wow, what's happening this week or what's happening this month sort of feel to the front cover, and hopefully convey that sort of action and fun and just that kind of Bronze Age storytelling that's just all about the journey, all about the fun of the book itself. Hopefully I've done that with this. What I'll do at the end is you'll be able to see the pencils, the inks, the colours and the graphics all on top. I've just laid them out quickly so that you can see the whole at the end, because for some reason the pencils aren't coming through particularly well on this. You can see quite clearly the screen capture of me inking D. That's coming out quite nicely, but the pencils aren't showing through. So I've got a little bit just at the end of this where you'll be able to see, like I say, the pencils clearly, and the inks and colours and graphics over the top. Again, placement as well. When we're talking about getting the cover right, it's not all about the illustration and the essence of what you're trying to convey, but also, you know, placing graphics correctly, making sure titles jump off the page, and just making it visually appealing. It's not just about, you know, getting the idea of the book across, but also an appealing look, making sure that the design works properly so that, you know, it just sits well on the page, so that all these things coming together will mean that you have a cover that works. I'm saying all these things, hopefully my cover does work. Obviously what you've got to do is you've got to, if you're doing your own covers, you've got to go away and ask other people to have a look at the cover and get their opinions on those covers, and maybe also something else that I do as well is that once my cover is finished, I'll take it, I'll print it out on the printer, I'll cut it out, and I'll lay it down with some other books that I really like. They don't all have to be Bronze Age books either. You can go and get modern books, old books in my library, and just lay them all out and say, right, does that work? First off, does it jump out at you? Does it have something that draws your eye to it over the other covers? But also, does it fit? Does it look like it could sit with those other covers? And you think, all right, that doesn't jump out at me for the wrong reasons. So you want it to jump out for the right reasons. You want it to be colourful. You want it to be you want it to draw the eye in, look interesting, you know, make you think, oh, I can see elements of the story, of elements of the essence of the book coming through the cover, and that makes me want to pick it up. But at the same time, it doesn't just stand out because it looks awful or because it doesn't quite work right, or there's something not right about the graphics that makes it sit weirdly, and then it jumps out at you and just disturbs the eye. So I think that's a good thing to do, to like lay them down, print it out, cut it out, lay it down with some other covers and see how it works with those. So I'm close to the end here. Like I say, it's going to flick through the pencils, inks and colours, and then I'm going to leave it at that, I think. Thanks to everyone who's subbed. I've had a few more subs in recent days. Because I'm so busy, I'm only kind of getting to one video a week, but I'll try and get to 2 videos a week pretty soon. I've got some animation to do next week, so I'll be very busy then. Can't tell you who it's with or what I'm doing, but after that I'm back onto normal projects. Yes, thanks very much to those people who subscribed. Once again, I'll bore you all with me saying thank you so much. I'm humbled by anybody who subscribes. It's so amazing that people want to hear me speak about my art and watch what I've got going on and are interested in my projects. Anything else that you're interested in, you can find me at russleach.com, at comicbookblackbelt.com. You can pick up more information about the book that's being uploaded, day by day, artwork and bits and pieces on the bios over at onlydeathcansavus.com. Come find me at Instagram. I think it was Comic Book Black Belt on Instagram now, and also over on Twitter and Facebook. And if you have any opinions or you have any comments, please do put them down in the comments section. I'm always really interested to find out what other people think about my work. But also, if you have anything that you want to get over to me that maybe I can improve my work somehow, or if you've got a video channel, I'd love to see that. If you have your own projects, put those down so that I can come find those as well. Always looking out on Indiegogo and Kickstarter to see what's out there. So thanks very much for joining me again in the dojo today, and I'll be back with another video again real soon. Bye bye. Thanks for watching Comic Book Black Belt. If you've enjoyed the content from this video, please like, share or subscribe and come over and follow me on Twitter. It's been great having you in the dojo. See you again soon.